Hey guys, it's Stack here and I'm back with a brand new class setup for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. In this video I'm going to be showing you the best class setup for the KN-44, which is basically an AK-47 from any of the older games. Now this weapon is the first AK, I have to mention that is a Tomahawk cross map from the enemy team on my teammate there. But yeah, I have to mention that this is it's pretty similar to every other AK, to be honest. It's hard to control until you get used to the recoil. After that it's pretty easy. If you burst fire the weapon, it's incredibly accurate over range and it's definitely worth practicing with, as a lot of sweaty players like to use this weapon. The KN-44 does do an amazing amount of damage and it works over distance just as well. The only thing is it's not so good in the close quarters, and it does tend to suck when you come up against an SMG or a shotgun. You're most likely going to get outshot. But this class setup doesn't just work on TD, this works amazingly well on Search and Destroy and also fantastically on Domination. Now on Domination I do quite like my SMGs, but this AK just works really well for some reason. When I'm on the B flag I always tend to hide around the B flag and I just wait for people to jump on, and I usually end up finishing the game with 20 to 30 defends. But this weapon just makes it a lot easier because I can sit a little bit further back, a little bit more in safety, and I can get my score streaks a lot easier because it takes a lot less bullets to hit them. And I feel like I don't really need Scavenger because I can hit my Raps and the Cerberus if I take that. I do find it quite easy to hit in just the certain amount of ammo that you start with. Whereas with some of the others like the ICR, I feel like you'd need the Scavenger because you just run out of ammo way too quickly. So the two attachments that I recommend with this class will have to be the foregrip. This will help a lot in keeping the front of the gun down from the recoil, and it will definitely help when taking out some snipers over the long range. The second perk I'm going to choose is the silencer. Ever since the buff, the silencer on this weapon, it just doesn't feel like it has one on. It does the same amount of damage, I'm sure, and it's only a 3-bullet kill. So now you've finished with the KN, now we're going to move on to the rest of the class. The secondary I take is the combat knife. Now I love this over any of the pistols and the rocket launchers. My teammates usually take the rocket launchers, I've said before, so I don't need to shoot down the UAVs and counters. The pistols, I don't feel like they're that good, although I do see a lot of people using, I think it's the MR6, something like that. A lot of people do kill me with that, it is quite annoying, but when I use it, it just feels weak. The RK5 is good, but I just feel there's not enough ammo, whereas the combat knife, as you've just seen, in close combat, they ain't gonna stand a chance. If you've got that and they come around the corner, they're already dead. So on to the lethal, I'm going to take a Semtex. That's mainly because I do use this on Domination and I tend to hold on to it as long as I can, and then as soon as I see him capturing it, I throw it on and then I run around the corner shooting to finish him off if it doesn't kill him. Now for the first perk, it's up to you on whether you want the Sixth Sense or the Ghost perk. I prefer the Ghost if I'm running around, but if it's Domination then I will go for the Sixth Sense just so I can see him getting onto them capture points quicker. In the second perks, I'm going to be taking 2 second perks. Now I do like Scavenger mainly for the grenades on Domination. It is up to you whether you want it, but you can swap it to have 2 perk 3s if you feel you don't need the Scavenger. But the first perk you need is Hardwired. I actually think you cannot play this game if you do not have Hardwired. It saves you from pretty much anything, and for some reason, now we're closer to Christmas, everybody seems to be having the tracker perk on, and this will stop them from seeing your footsteps everywhere, and also it reduces people from seeing you with the Sixth Sense. So as on the third perk, if you don't want the Scavenger and you just want the 1 second perk, then you can swap it for Dead Silence and Awareness. Now it's up to you as always. If you've got a good headset, then just get Dead Silence. If you haven't got a good headset, go for the Awareness and just be careful and creep around the corners when you're going around so they can't hear you. In my opinion, the KN-44 would have to be the third best rifle. Obviously better than that is going to be the M8, which is by far the best. It's OP, it's been buffed, I think it's had its fire rate improved, and it is absolutely unstoppable on range. Behind that is the Man O' War, which personally is my favourite gun to use on any map, small, large, everything. It's just the most incredible weapon. But the KN is not too far from it. It's actually pretty good. If I'm doing bad with the Man O' War or with the M8, I will put this out to try and bring my score back. The KN is normally my sweaty class. So as for this class setup, that's all done now. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're new. If there's any other weapons you would like to see, I have been requested to do the ICR yesterday. I will be posting that soon. But if there's any other weapons you'd like to see, like me to make a class on, then please leave a comment and I'll get onto it soon. But for now, have fun with this class.
Liquidated.
Counter UAV on standby.
Tac up. Deploy CUAV. Wasted.
UAV energy levels at 50%. CUAV mission timeline 50% check. UAV power levels 5%. Thanks for the work. Counter UAV departing AO.
You made the entire CDP proud.
There's no substitute for the thrill of the kill.
Single shooter.
You've seen my work. It speaks for itself.